What's going on, everybody? Got to give an update yet again. Now, this person was actually arrested in the connection of the murder of Shep Morell, the 72-year-old that got killed. GBI agents have charged 26-year-old Deonta Pe'Quan Young with felony murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Young has been in custody since Friday, and a lot of other people have been detained since then. Like when they did the whole bust, they handcuffed and detained over 20 people at that residence, because the reason why they were at the residence first, the SWAT team was at the residence, is because they know that that house was a known drug house and gang house, and it also was a boarding house. Also, agents do expect more charges for Young, and possibly related to the shooting of that other man that was shot inside the home. Now, Young, he has a long criminal history. He was last booked in April of this year for criminal trespassing and obstruction charges. Now, his criminal history goes back to 2008, and since then he's been in and out of prison 4 times, and he's also violated parole and probation multiple times. So I was going to update this yesterday because they actually caught the guy yesterday, but actually wasn't home. I was going to take the video down, but I still want to keep it up because that video is still informative. But yeah, I'm glad they caught this guy. But on some other breaking news, today, this morning around 1 a.m., we did have a fatal shooting at Montgomery Landings Apartments. Now, that's off of West 57th Street. Officials say at around 1 a.m. Tuesday morning, officials responded to the 700 block of West 57th Street and found an adult male victim suffering from life-threatening injuries. He succumbed to his injuries at the scene. So this is still being under investigation. They do not believe that this shooting is random. They believe that the shooter knew the victim in some type of way. And yeah, I mean, this is the 21st homicide of the year in Chatham County, the death out of Montgomery Landings. And just to talk about Montgomery Landings, I used to know some people that stay out there, and they had to move because their stuff was getting breaked in, and Montgomery Landings, for people that don't know about that area, is really like secluded, for it to be off of kind of off of Montgomery, but you gotta go off on another road. But the people that I know that live there, they had to move because their stuff was getting breaked into. Crime was happening out there. They have drug busts out there somewhat on a regular. Even though you don't really hear about that place too much in the news, crime does happen in that area, unfortunately. But just to double back on the 20th homicide, the guy Deonta Young, the guy that killed the 72-year-old, I just want to say to him, I know he's not listening, but you traded in your life for a prison jumpsuit for the rest of your life. And not to be funny, but the 72-year-old man, he probably only had 20 more years to live, less than that. I'm not trying to be funny, but you traded in your life for somebody that could have passed away in a few more years, maybe a decade, but you traded in your life for a prison jumpsuit and just to work in the industrial prison system. So hey, I'm glad they got the killer for the 20th homicide. Now they just got to work on the 21st homicide. And this is all happening early in the day. I just woke up trying to get this information. I don't even have pictures or information about the 21st homicide victim, but I'm pretty sure I'll do an update on that relatively soon. But that's all for right now. It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News, and stay blessed, Seaport.